Alrighty, so here we are back on Memoriapolis, and in the last episode we set up a pretty good start to our little world here. We managed to push our borders pretty far out, which is pretty cool to see. And we had just made it into, I'm not sure what you call these eras. Either way, we made it to like the medieval age, and so that's pretty cool. And we had just placed down our medieval city center, and that was where we ended the last episode. A lot of our buildings no longer work. What is this? Ah yes, we're going through and deconstructing a lot of stuff. So, in terms of evolution, this isn't really something that I had gotten into too much. Some cultural buildings can evolve mixing several buildings simultaneously. This action offers several significant advantages in terms of culture, attraction, and other bonuses of the player's choice. So that's pretty interesting. Let's go ahead and read all of this. Certain cultural buildings from previous ages can evolve into buildings of the current age and benefit from numerous advantages. When this happens, you have the choice among several randomly drawn bonuses. Okay, that seems pretty good. Yeah, look at that. Spontaneous creation, innovative ideas. To evolve cultural buildings, you must have built an evolving building in a previous age and researched evolution in your current age. Okay. So you must have built an evolving building in a previous age and researched evolution in your current age. Click the building you want to evolve. Click on the evolution vertical banner on the right of the information panel. Click on the evolution button if you met the prerequisites. Note that the vertical banner is green if you have the prerequisites for the improvement and red if you do not meet them. Okay. The possible or not evolution of cultural buildings is visible from the building tree. Okay. So let's see then. We can invest in repairs. So wow, look at that, 7,000 wood. You kidding? 4,000 clay. That's a lot. The Heliaea. So I believe we need to repair this building if we want to evolve it, right? You need to unlock the next level of this building in the buildings tree to upgrade it. And then there's an upgrade cost. So I'm curious as to what it is. Okay. So, Chapter 1, Getting a Head Start. Your citizens sometimes seem worried. The buildings of the past which helped build your civilization and make you one of the most successful cities of your generation are now crumbling. Broken or dirty, it would be a good idea to maintain these buildings before it's too late. Alright, so there's all of that. And I'm thinking, because we're going to need clearly several thousands of units of clay and whatnot, it'd probably be a good idea to actually see about setting up all of our resources to be produced in copious amounts. I think that would be a good idea. So way over here, what I'm kind of thinking is we could come and get all this clay out here. In terms of production, Statue of Zeus. Let's see, a small quarry. Yeah, look at that, we do have several thousand units of clay out here. And I reckon just one of these would be enough. So it's like, how do we get just one of these? The trick is going to be proximity. Surveyor's cabins. We're demolishing literally all of them. We could build this. Wow, look at that. We could build this all the way out here. Okay, so I think that is what we're going to do. I would like to have this constructed. I'm thinking like this. Let's go ahead and set that there. Shouldn't take much. And let's see if there's actually any more clay that we can come in reach. Look at that. So this, I guess, is the attrition zone. And if we place this here and then maybe upgrade it, it looks like we can place a small quarry around here. And look at that, several thousand units of clay just going there. So I think that's what we're going to do with this one. Let's place that there. So that's looking like a lot of clay for us. What about stone? Probably be a pretty good idea to get stone as well. And I reckon that we can do... just a simple quarry, maybe right around here somewhere. Yes, okay, so that's what we'll focus on for those. We're probably going to want a bunch of wood as well. And so what I'm kind of thinking is sort of... You know what? I have a pretty good idea. What if we do proximity, another surveyor's cabin? But we put this one way over here by deconstructing this field. And if we deconstruct this field, we'll be able to put the surveyor's cabin. And then we should be able to fit, maybe we deconstruct 2 of them. This should allow us to put a surveyor's cabin maybe somewhere right here. And then we should be able to put a woodcutting camp. And let's see. I wouldn't mind having 2 of them. So let's go ahead and do that then. Demolish this. And maybe this one as well. So hopefully that all works out well for us. Looks like plenty of wood up there. And then maybe we come and try and reach over here. Maybe actually this surveyor's cabin will be able to reach into this bit of forest there. So there's a lot of... we don't need to worry about those. And I think it's about time for us to continue along. Culture, a ropery, military buildings. So we're going with politics. Let's go ahead and grab this. The malice is a court presided over by a count for matters of justice considered of lesser importance, judged by a popular assembly of 7 people. Okay, and it's giving us a lot of the... forget what the heart one is. Oh yes, we have like an insane amount of like all of these satisfactions, and the reason is because we've constructed a humongous amount of the, what's it called, these things, the world wonders from the last era or the last age. So preserving the past. From your cultural buildings, repair 1 cultural building. And I'm kind of thinking we do something simple. Maybe this one here, because it does evolve. I'm not sure exactly what we need to evolve it, but it does evolve. And we're also going to need sand. I kind of forgot about sand. Let's see about some sand. Could keep it simple and simply... oh, the Library of Alexandria is going to be built soon. We could just come down here and build the quarry here. Let's demolish that. Let's demolish like 3 of these, I think. Just to give us a little bit of breathing room there. Surprising land. Interesting. This means that we can actually set up our quarries around here somewhere. I do like this spot, so let's go ahead and set that up there. I want the clay, and then we'll probably end up upgrading it. Let's also do another small quarry. This time we'll go for stone in this area. Stone. This one's done, so let's go ahead and set up another small quarry. This time we're going for clay again. Why are we getting more clay like the further away we go? Oh, there's a bunch of it here. Okay, perfect. Production, small quarry. Let's just simply put that there. Clay. Cool. Once these deconstructions are done, well, you know what? I think they reconstructed a bunch of these. Yeah, they had to have. Small some of those up again. A new wonder, cool. And then they're celebrating again. That's nice. The Library of Alexandria is now finished. We should be able to set up another small quarry, this time for sand. No road is found. That's kind of sad. We could put it here, but before we do that, I do think I do want another surveyor's cabin. Let's deconstruct this big farm here. Maybe that will help out a bit. So yeah, I do want to get a lot of resources built up so we can actually check out the different buildings and stuff that are in this age. Service, cultural. Let's get our malice down as well. Thinking right here seems fine. So we're going with health, and let's do creativity, I think, because creativity will always help out getting more and more, what's it called, blueprints, which of course are pretty important. Evolving with the times, cultural buildings, evolve a cultural building. So we need the prerequisites to upgrade city center. So let's see what we need for that. We need more rubles, which are being produced right now, so that should be okay. So we just need a bit of time for that one. What is this? Oh, nice. Yeah, we want more of these guys to move in, so that's good. More and more of the cultural factions. Production, small quarry. Proximity, surveyor's cabin. On the periphery of the attrition zone. So nowhere in this entire area is it going to count. So maybe we just bite the bullet and simply set up our, what's it called here? Yeah, let's just set that up there. A bit of sand, don't mind it. Let's actually go through and improve these, which only cost a bit of wood, which we have several thousand units of. Let's do the same thing here. Same thing over here. Oh, the fall of Constantinople. An out-of-breath messenger brings you worrying news. The Ottomans are besieging the Byzantines in Constantinople, while the Timurids are threatening towns close to the Ottoman borders. Your advisors recommend that you inform the Byzantines of their advantage in attacking the besiegers. You can also negotiate with Ottomans in exchange for your support against Constantinople or strengthen your own defenses to avoid war. Each decision could compromise the alliance your family has made with both nations. So, I'm not sure what the differences are going to be, but I do like barricading ourselves. Iron and steel seems pretty good, so let's do that. Let's go ahead and do the improvements here. And let's check out more production. We can do another cutting camp. Must be outside of a rocky area. Can construct it here, so let's do that. I keep like missing my moment to, what's it called, construct all of this here. It's fine though, I think. So we just need the rubles, so let's go ahead and actually set up probably whichever building it is that will allow us to. So it needs to be placed on the periphery. That's fine, I think. Let's do a cutting camp around here. It is all the way out in the attrition zone, which does suck, but maybe it'll be okay. Cool. It looks like we're doing absolutely fine for food, so let's deconstruct literally all the fields that are within our little township here. Within the walls. I don't think we're really going to need them. Nice. So our malice being here is really nice because it's affecting like all of our newest neighborhoods, which is probably pretty good. And we want to try and evolve something. I'm thinking that we'll try and evolve the Heliaea. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to need for this though. Cultural production, service, proximity. No wonders yet. I don't think we really want to do anything else besides the political buildings. What do we need to upgrade these again? What is this? Iron. So we would need iron somehow, which I'm not sure how to get quite yet. I believe that will unlock it soon enough. Oh, a carver. Let's set up another carver. Honestly, we could probably put this just like way far away. Oh, look at that. Let's build you there. And previously, I wasn't going to improve our... what's it called? The cutting camps, but I think I do want to actually improve them just because we're sort of reaching a point where it might be a good idea, right? Like we're not quite reaching all the way out into this forest out here, and improving it will allow us to reach far further into the forest, and in doing that we'll be able to get more wood, which will probably be pretty good for us. At least I'm hoping. So anywhere that there's forest really is kind of what my plans are for. Resources. The building's running out of resources. You can upgrade or demolish the building and place it elsewhere. Let's see what is a cutting camp. Let's demolish you then. Cool. So all these new neighborhoods are being affected by our political building, which is nice. Another building's running out of stuff. Another cutting camp. Let's demolish it then. Nice. Oh, the ancient. Oh wow, that's funny. We never constructed this, so now it's like, what's it called? Trying to allow us to upgrade it again. Radius has an attraction of 300. I don't think we're gonna do it though, at least not for the time being. We need these rubles. Let's even set up another building that'll get us more rubles. So another carver. I'm not sure if we really have the space for this around here. It needs to be outside of the rocky area. Oh, you know what? We can just demolish this one. I want this like as snug as we can get it. Oh, look at that. Get it all the way to here. Cool. Another building's run out of resources. Another cutting camp, of course. Ceramic workshop. I'm definitely not worried about that one. The Heliaea. Any building that's for, what's it called? The political, not factions, but political party? Factions, yeah. So political factions. We definitely want to make them happier than anyone else. Let's actually look at the factions and let's see. All of their trust is up, so that's good. Ooh, 10,000. So yeah, that's definitely a pretty good move, upgrading those. In the first age, it doesn't really seem like that's too important, but I mean, at this point, 10,000 clay is pretty good. How much are you at? Another 6,000 there. Another 20,000 stone. Pretty good. Another political faction's moving in. Very good. So everything's looking pretty good. We almost have the necessary rubles. Yep, there we go. Let's go ahead and do this improvement. So already we're 121 cycles in. Okay. So I do want to try my hand at evolving at least one building. I've actually never evolved anything. Let's see what we need for this. We need a lot more sand. We're almost there, actually. That's pretty good. The fall of Constantinople, Part 2. The Ottoman Sultan was informed of the Timurids' presence on its borders, and most of the soldiers turned back to defend their kingdom. For its part, Constantinople took advantage of this moment of respite to ask its allies for help. Neutrality was outlawed. The turmoil is felt in adjacent countries. You must be on the winning side, but which side? Constantinople seems hopeful and ready for battle, but it's also possible to persuade Sicily and Austria to join the fight in favor of the Ottomans, to have a quick and easy battle. Precious stone, rubles, wooden beams, food. So I think we're going to support the Ottomans because the precious stones seems pretty good. Cool. So let's see how well that works for us. Hopefully it's an actual good idea. 2 more turns. Let's see what this looks like once it's finished. Nice. So we now have access to the Master Builder's Office, the Library, the House of Grievances, which seems pretty important. The Belfry allows the advantages and radii of certain nearby buildings to be modified. Okay, the Belfry. In addition, oh wait, the Belfry will not be available at the start of early access. Okay, I remember that. So I have made it a little bit into this age. The Master Builder Office allows the modification of the urban planning rules of various districts and the integration of wanderers into society. So currently we have 237 wanderers. The library allows the know-how provided by certain cultural buildings to be used to activate their various cumulative passive benefits. The House of Grievances is a facility that allows you to activate decrees while juggling the various political authorities and the bonuses / malices they can bring. So it's probably a good idea to, I think we're going to have to research these. It's probably a good idea to try and get all of them. Let's start with the House of Grievances. Then let's look at getting the library, I reckon. And then Master Builder's Office. So let's do the library, I think. Do we unlock more cultural buildings? No. That's kind of sad. Build a House of Grievances. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and do that. And this is gonna, again, be for more political factions to move in, which is always good. Outside of the dense forest, you gotta be kidding me. What about over here? Ooh. I think we're gonna take it here. Stone, sand, clay, and wooden beams, bricks. Not clay, but bricks. That seems fine. Let's go ahead and do that. Lots of esteem. I do like the idea of more creativity. And then let's do safety. Safety is pretty important because without safety, sometimes you start to run into lots of various problems that can be pretty annoying. And we're also pretty low on stone, so it'll be good to get more and more of that. Let's see if we can set up more production. We could set up a quarry over here, but before we do that, I think it's going to be in our best interest to simply set up yet another surveyor's cabin. So let's do that. Let's build you there. Cool, so like our borders, the amount that we can expand to is pretty extensive. Let's go and demolish up all of these. I reckon like almost 10,000 food is enough. Chapter 2 rewards, nice. So we now have access to cultural buildings. I want to do these manors sort of all over the place. So let's see about that. Demolish you on up. Cultural. Let's go and research you. So we need 1800. And you know what? I should have actually probably went through and upgraded you, the architectural office. So we need to unlock it. Let's see what we need for this. Production, architectural office. Did we do this one? No. And then all we need is stone. So 100% I should do this ASAP. Oh, we already unlocked this one. We need to unlock this one, which requires gold leaves. Okay, yeah, I had a feeling there was going to be something that I would need that's different. But 3,000 isn't too bad, I don't think. And then how much for... Oh, we unlocked the manor for free already, right? Yes. Already unlocked. Cool. So, what do we need for a manor? More rubles. So rubles seem pretty important, so I'm going to set up even more carvers. That seems like a pretty good move. I want them sort of far away from the population. Ideally, as far away as we can get. Ooh, right there. Perfect. Well, let's set you up there. And then let's do more production. Another carver. Content with that. Bricks seem like we don't have a lot of those. Let's set up some more brickworks as well. Artillery. Probably going to be pretty beneficial as time goes on. Don't have a lot of space around here. Maybe what we do is yet another surveyor's cabin. I like this spot. Once it's finished, then that'll give us like a lot of room for stuff out there. Build a master builder's office. Okay, so in terms of service, let's see what we need for that. It's gonna require... what is that? Is that gold? Gold. We need to set up mines now, I believe. Production. Yeah, small mines. So what do we need for this? Not too expensive. Let's go ahead and pick that up. And now we need to set up actual mines. We're gonna need iron and gold. Iron here, gold here. We also have gold there. Okay, so that gives me some pretty good ideas in terms of where we should set these up. Set you up there, and let's do the gold. What about upgrading our mines? What are we gonna need for that? Stone, a couple rubles, and some clay. That seems good. And 500 blueprints seems like a pretty good deal. So we're gonna need lots and lots of stone. So let's set up another production building. This time let's do... I'm thinking another small quarry is in order. Ooh, look at this spot here. Let's set you up to get all of this clay. And then if we do another production, I reckon that another small quarry is in order. And let's do this one for all the sand around here. And then we'll upgrade these, of course. I do want to get the iron up here, so let's do proximity, another surveyor's cabin. Can we fit this in here? Not really. We could do it here, but then I have a feeling that we're gonna need for our mine to be actually outside of the dense forest, which is kind of annoying. But let's go ahead and press play. This quarry's collecting clay, this one's collecting sand. We need more stone. So let's do maybe proximity around here. Look at that. Let's build you there. And then it's probably going to be a good idea to collect up some of the... Well, I mean, look at this one. That's kind of crazy. It's producing... It has 20,000 stone, like access to 20,000 stone. Let's see about iron around here. What about gold around here? There's a little bit here and there. But more importantly, I'd say that this iron here. So we're going to need lots and lots of stone for all of this stuff. So we gained 17. And we only have 2 small quarries, so yeah, we need more quarries set up for this. And then the carver is actually consuming more stone than we're producing, so that's why we don't have a whole lot. So let's set up more quarries for the stone. That's going to be all too important. Build you for the stone here, and then we'll upgrade you, of course. Let's do this improvement. It's going to cost wood, but we have plenty of that. Improve you as well. Cutting camp, small quarry set on 10,000 clay is pretty good. What about another small quarry around here? That one's probably going to be pretty good for stone as well, especially after we upgrade it. Yeah, so we're consuming more, what's it called, stone than we're actually producing, so... 23 from this one. Let's upgrade you. What about around here? Like right up against this spot would be a pretty good spot, I would say. So let's look at proximity, another surveyor's cabin. Right around here. So yeah, the attrition zone makes it pretty nice because, like, as you can see, the white areas are current borders where everything's at like 100% efficiency. But what's it called? The blue areas are the attrition zone, so anything out there is going to be less than 100% efficiency. But technically this is our new border, right? So we have a fairly humongous amount of area to reach into. But when we put our surveyors' cabins out here, we only need to link up the, what's it called? The attrition zones. So this means that the surveyors' cabins can be even further away, which means that we can like stretch pretty far out. We'll probably just demolish you. Okay, the fall of Constantinople III. Sultan Mehmet II has just replaced his father and is more determined than ever to march on Constantinople. Tensions are running high as the Byzantines still haven't received any help from the allied countries, although we don't know why. You could advise Emperor Constantine XI to hire great mercenaries to help him, such as Giovanni Giustiniani, or join the Ottoman camp. Mehmet II might be more inclined than his father to shower us with treasure. Gold corrupts the pure of heart, but an empire isn't built on good feelings. I do like the idea of this, but there is 250 steel here, which seems like it could be pretty good. But let's do more support for the Ottomans. I do like Mehmet. Is it Mehmet II that was the conqueror of Constantinople? I believe it was. I believe. Let's go ahead and upgrade you. Let's see what the number is. So 10,000 stone there, 8,000 stone there. That's all looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and do another small quarry this time around here. I'm thinking as far as we can reach into the mountain there would be good. Of course, gathering up more stone. Let's make sure that these are all upgraded and whatnot. And I believe it's time for some more mines. How are we looking on stone production? So we're still losing out on quite a bit. So let's set up even more quarries. We need more and more and more. Ooh, there's clay out here. So before we do this, I want to make sure that we can actually get the mine in the right spot. Let's actually just set the mine up now. Let's build you, get that, and then let's do another small quarry, this time for stone. Or no, let's do clay here. And then we can do another small quarry over here, this time for the oh so coveted stone. So lots and lots of stuff going on over here. Pretty good. Small quarries are upgraded. How are we doing on stone now? Slowly getting there. And let's improve you, of course, right? What are we gonna need for... Let's look at building up a new manor. We haven't built up any new cultural buildings in a while. It needs to be outside of the dense forest. That's like the most annoying thing ever. Like literally we're so close, so it looks like I'm gonna have to simply build a new farm. Let's do as many farm plots as possible. I think the trash truck is here. Oh no, I should have built this as close as I could to the road. We're like losing out on space. Hopefully this little road here doesn't ruin our plans. What do we need for the next improvement? Just bricks. Build a master builder's office. What do we need for that? Gold and stone. So I don't think I've set up a single gold mine yet. Oh no, we are producing some gold. That's good. There's a bit of gold out here. What do we need to upgrade mines is the question. Stone, clay. Okay. Production. Let's do another mine here. Focus on the gold. Cool. This is a clay quarry. We'll upgrade you. The quarries are nice to upgrade because they only cost like 100 wood each. And as you upgrade it, you can see instantly what the new resources are going to be. So 20,000 stone there. Still only around 10,000 clay, but that's fine. $20,000 stone, 20,000 stone. Is there any gold up in these mountains? Not really. So you should be able to reach all the way over here. Yeah, 1,500 units of gold. Hopefully that's enough as time goes on. Do we have mines out here? I reckon we do. Oh wow, look at this one's got access to 5,000 gold. That's a lot compared to the other ones that we've seen so far. Gold leaves are going to be pretty important, I reckon. So what do we need for you? 900 gold, so just a couple more cycles and we should be able to put this down. And then we need around 1,000 stones, so we'll sort of chill out on our stones and let that build up. So yeah, now we're making 50 per cycle. So that's pretty good. We're probably going to need even more stone, honestly. This small quarry still has access to 5,000 stone, so we'll leave it. To evolve. Yersinia pestis. This morning, the town is in a state of panic. The Black Death is threatening every town in the region. The population is crying out for urgent measures to contain the plague, and families are ready to flee to safe lands. You have three viable options. Support our scientists to find a cure, quarantine the suspected sufferers at the risk of infecting them at the slightest mistake. Or recruit foreign doctors despite the risk to their own cities. Citizens need a calm, decisive authority figure. So minus 100 education. Separate the sick from the uninfected. Or we can spend gold coins. I think the gold coins probably going to work best for us because hopefully we'll be doing fine on gold. So we do need a master builder's office. That's just a little bit more stone and a bit more gold. Producing 14 per cycle, which seems pretty good. We could probably set up a new mine around here as well. Now, I don't want to be spending too much of our stone. Although gold would be good to get it down sooner, but that's fine. I do want even more. This quarry is reaching all the way out here. This one's going for clay. And then you're for stone again, and then you're for stone. So these two are overlapping quite a bit in this area here, but hopefully it's alright. Could set up another surveyor's cabin somewhere around there, but I don't think it'll be too much of a problem. We're nearing our maximum amount of sand that we can store. Another political faction's moving in. Good, good, good. And the old part of town's stretching out quite a bit. That's really good for us. Lots of political factions are probably going to move in relatively soon. And this is now up and running, so let's demolish you, and then let's demolish literally all of the new farms that came along with it. The fall of Constantinople for, it's now official, Giovanni Giustiniani is fighting against Constantinople alongside the Ottoman Sultan. He had assembled over 700 mercenaries and 2 ships to attack the city. The final assault was being prepared, and the support for Constantinople had requested from the Pope and European cities was slow in arriving. Could luck be on the Sultan's side? Mehmet II knows your troops are fighting for glory and wealth. He's delighted to have you on his side, but some of your advisors see the opportunity to betray him by sabotaging his cannons and poisoning his army. So by supporting them, we get even more precious stones and gold coins. By going against him, we get rubles and bricks. So I don't think the rubles and bricks are worth precious stones and gold coins, so choose the gold coins again. Yersinia Pestis, the second many inhabitants have been saved thanks to your action, but the city has lost many gold coins for the doctors. So yeah, we lost like 1,000. Recruited to contain the spread of the Black Death, your citizens are fortunate to have a representative such as yourself who would rather sacrifice thousands of foreign lives by recovering their doctors to preserve his own people. In any case, it's time to start rebuilding the city. So it seems like nothing much happened. Like, I didn't even notice that the Black Death had arrived, which seems pretty good. Okay, once this farm here is gone, it'll be time to see if we can fit in a manor somewhere around here. Is it going to be possible? I kind of don't think so. Must not be on roads, must not be on buildings. That is quite disheartening. Maybe we just kind of kick that plan to the side and demolish something across the street over here. What are you doing? Don't want you or you. Maybe we can find a smaller building that can go there as time goes on. We want to make sure that our food's always up. Oh, we're still losing gold coins. We're losing lots of gold coins. For another 15 cycles. No space left for one of our farms. That's fine. Cutting camp has access to 10,000 there. What about another cutting camp? What about another service building? Oh hey, we got the Master Builder's office. Let's set you on down then. Can we fit this here? Get out of here. Ooh, the manor can go here. So we'll go ahead and do that then. So we're getting esteem here. Let's go ahead and do health. And you know what? This is a small farm. Let's demolish you. I have a feeling that is the culprit that's been trying to build all these new farms. So it costs gold coins to actually demolish all this, which is kind of unfortunate, but should be okay. We actually have the House of Grievances. So let's look at all the various things, because we've been focusing solely on the, what's it called, faction here. The political factions, really our only option for decrees is going to be these ones for this faction here. Binding and compromise suspends the effects of political faction tensions. Reduction of the gabble increases esteem satisfaction of every 7 cycles. Taxes for the people. Receive 10% more gold coins when a faction is taxed. That seems pretty good, not gonna lie. So this is gonna cost 3,000 gold for that. Let's spend 600 for 60 turns. And then what we can do is actually go to our factions here. And anyone whose trust is in the green, I'm gonna max out their taxes. The plebeians of Rome, the blood of the Flavians, some really complicated foreign word to me. Not those guys or those guys. Okay. Make sure these guys are... we'll bring this one down. So there's that. Medieval politics are changing from the ancient. New political authorities with exclusive bonuses and malices now have full authority over decrees. Beware of defeat, reaching 0 trust. Okay. So we need to build the Master Builder's office. Let's see about that. We can do that now. So let's do this right here. Cool. Belonging, we already have health. And belongings coming alongside this. That's good. So let's do creativity. And I guess let's do... yeah, let's do health. No. Let's do safety. Because safety is gonna always be important. Really quite important. Maybe it's time to sort of look into... trying to repair one of these. Ooh, we can repair this now. Let's repair it. Another Heliaea. Sand and clay. Numbers are looking good. What about upgrading the ancient city part over here? Bricks and wooden beams. Evolve a cultural building. So once this one here, the Heliaea, is finished, I do want to try and evolve it. But I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work. I don't think many people understand how exactly it works, but give it a shot. A malice and the Heliaea. So we do have a malice down, right? Yeah, that was like one of the first buildings that we constructed here. Cool. So that seems pretty straightforward. Master Builder. What we need to do is modify one district. Let's modify you. Let's make this for... ooh. Let's make it for our population. Let's go Middle Ages. You now have access to production building goldsmith forge. Cool. That was all we needed to do. Build a library. Activate one know-how. Cool. So let's see about a library. We have access to it now. So let's get rid of you. And you. And you. And let's look into building up a new library. It would be nice if we could fit it here. Oh, look at that. How snug. Cool. Creativity. Let's do safety. And esteem, why not? Now we're like giga taxing our people. Hopefully we start to gain quite a bit of gold coins over the next little while here. We could also go through and just sell a bunch of stuff, I think. Ooh, we have a lot of rubles saved up. Lots of stones saved up, very good. We need bricks, so let's look into brick production, actually. And the tilery. We do have more access to stuff over here, so let's do this out here if we can help it. Ooh. Perfect. What is this? Something gets stuck on my screen. I think it did. Unlucky. Medieval architecture. Thanks to this building, all urban planning rules and neighborhoods can be modified, influencing the risk and aesthetics of the city or integrating wanderers. Okay. Resources. The building's running out of resources. What are you for? This. Let's just demolish it then. "26 more turns until that's finished." Another faction. Let's check in on our factions, make sure they're not too upset with us. These guys are, so let's bring down their taxes. A lot of these factions don't really seem to mind that we're taxing them quite heavily. We'll turn off the taxes once taxes for the people ends. So nice. The news is spreading through the streets. Our city has increased its level of cultural radiance thanks to our joint efforts. The city is becoming more influential around the world every day. Cool. The Fall of Constantinople Part 5. Dawn breaks over the battlefield. Both sides have suffered heavy losses, but Constantinople has capitulated. The city walls are about to be torn down, and the Sultan can congratulate himself on having succeeded where his ancestors had failed so many times. You are now considered one of the players who led to the fall of one city and the advent of another. History is written by the victors, regardless of the decisions of the past. Your city emerges stronger than ever. This saying, history is written by the victors, I think that a lot of people think that it means that, like, the winners, the victors, rewrite history, like they go and change, they write themselves out as the good guy. But what I always figured that this meant was, like, history, the things that actually happened in history happened because the victors won, if that makes sense. Not that they're going through and changing books, but because they decided what ended up happening. But anyways, Constantinople sinks. Let's get rid of that. Right click that, no. So now we gotta do is turn on a know-how. So let's see about that. Ooh, okay, so the library. Let's see here. What does free will do? Negative impact of the decrees on the faction concerned, minus 10%. This know-how of the Middle Ages is obtained at the construction of malice, not combined. Its effect is not active. Treaties. Loss of political authorities' trust. That seems pretty good. Tricks. 2 slots needed. Ruins provide 20% of their satisfactions. The know-how was never obtained. So we could turn on these guys, I think. Granted to all free men, free will makes it possible to establish a relationship of trust between those who command and those who obey. Okay. Does this cost anything? Let's just turn these on then. Alright. Divine right. Positive impact of deceptions on the factions concerned. Okay. When a ruler is placed at the head of a kingdom in an undemocratic manner. The people believe that he is chosen by higher entities and therefore appeal to divine right. The special status encourages the various inhabitants to believe in your choices. So I'm not sure how you actually go through unlocking these, but I do kind of remember in the last episode that certain things that I was doing was unlocking these. Yeah, obtained. So it does tell you that this know-how of the Middle Ages obtained at the construction of malice, not combined. Okay. Construction of manor, not combined. Residentia politicus, not combined. We're not going to do anything with any of the ruins anyways, so I'm not really worried about that one. Demor. If we built that building, I believe we have access to divine right here. Either way, we have enough room for divine right, but not really worried about that. Cool. Save or destroy Constantinople. For hundreds of cycles, the conflict between Constantinople and the Ottoman Empire has divided opinion in many countries. Few have been involved, but you have. Now it's time to end the war and save the city, or let it go under. So I reckon we just gotta wait for that to happen. Evolving with the times, evolve a cultural buildings. So, I believe, once this is finished, we'll have access to evolving it. I reckon. I hope. Preserving the past. Repair one cultural building, which should be done relatively soon as well. Cool. So things are looking kind of up. So this is the library know-how. Master Builder's office. What about improving you? What do we need? The brick steel and wooden beams. What's up with these? We're only getting 7. And that's not even every cycle. So we do need more carpentries. Let's go ahead and set up at least one of these on over in an industrial area. Ooh. Build that there. How are we doing on wood production? It's probably going to be a good idea to set up another cutting camp. Let's do this one here. Cutting camp only has access to 3,000 more wood, so let's do proximity. Oh, reforestation workshop. Plants 4 trees per cycle. There can only be 1,000 trees simultaneously. 1 tree provides between 1 and 50 wood. So it costs steel, some sand. That seems like a really good idea. I would rather set it up in an area that we're like heavily going to be cutting down trees, so maybe around here. Oh no. Let's demolish you, and then we should be able to build up a new, what's it called there. Let's check in on our factions again, make sure that they're not too upset with us. This is almost done. We'll actually just wait for that. It's 3 cycles out. Cool. And so we fixed up the Heliaea here, and we should be able to evolve it now. Cool. Various improvement options. Your town may decide to upgrade your Heliaea to Malice. This clever mix will form a brand new building, the Missi Dominici, which will carry the characteristics of its predecessors. So, interesting. All sorts of cool stuff mixed between Heliaea. This building can evolve into Missi Dominici. Reduces the price of corruption in neighborhoods within the building's area of effect to 25%. Last for the current age only. The cost of maintaining the building is reduced by 50% for all subsequent ages. That could be good. Attractive land. The attraction generated by this building is doubled. Heart of the city. Increase 50% of the building's satisfactions. Let's do attractive land, I think. Cool, so 18 turns and we'll have upgraded that. Interesting. What do we need to fix this? I don't know if we're going to go through fixing too many things. But we could upgrade that Heliaea over there. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but doing my best. Ooh, this building is still running. Cool. And once I like really start to fill in all of these areas around here, that's when I'll actually start deconstructing farms and trying to move the population on out here. So hopefully our numbers are still looking good. We need more bricks. Oh, I'm building Tyleries whenever I needed the brick building. I'm so dumb. We need brickworks. Let's build one. Let's actually just build two because I was supposed to have built some previously and wasn't really doing that. That seems okay there. We have a lot of stuff to research. Do we have anything to research? Spice trade. Oh, we have access to the demo, which takes 1,000 iron. But hopefully we can actually get that. We're only getting 5, so we need more iron mines. Potentially not too much of an issue. Let's demolish this farm up out of the way. Cultural, the demo. I do want to build it. We're gonna need more health soon. Yeah, we definitely need health soon. What does this give us? It gives us esteem, and then we'll do health if we can help it. Decorative, parvis. Costs a bit of gold and some wood. I mean, let's build it. Let's build it there. The Missi Dominici. Cool. That's quite cool. Medieval knowledge. Cultural production. We need to set up a forge. Go and unlock that. And we also need the goldsmith. Do we unlock it? No. And proximity, what's out here? Reforestation workshop, okay. It's trying to tell me that we unlocked something new, but I'm not seeing it. Maybe in a previous age? Yes. Ludus Magnus. Okay. Things are looking pretty good. 400 cycles in, it looks like we're doing pretty well for ourselves. However, I think that it is time to end our video here. Made lots of progress. There is some things that I've sort of overlooked. We definitely need more sand, I would reckon, in the near future. And I can't believe I was building brickworks whenever we needed, or I was building tileries when we needed brickwork. So, I mean, at the very least we have a bunch of tiles, which is pretty good. But either way, I really hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully I get to set up some pretty cool stuff in the near future. New political faction. Let's go and pause this up. Yeah, hopefully I can set up all sorts of really cool little townships and stuff going on. And I want to see what, like, the absolute, like, I want to see what happens when our city's as big as even the farms out here. Whenever it's as big as, like, stretching over here. I definitely want to make it to the point where we are constructing a bunch of wonders. What's this for? Residentia Politicus. Oh, we can build this now. I mean... Oh, and we also got all of that steel from our decisions that we made. So it looks like we could build this right now. And we actually even have the gold for it. That's pretty interesting, but I will think that we'll wait for the next episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like. And if you want to check out what happens as we continue along in this series here, then be sure to subscribe. Peace.